Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And today we're with a 1980 Honda XL185S. We're gonna see if we can get this guy running. We first saw this XL185S at the school where we found the 34 other motorcycles. It is unsure when this motorcycle ran last, and we're gonna do what we can to make this sucker run today. So let's take a look at it. It looks to be fairly complete, albeit not factory. As we see there. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but looks to be a genuine ostrich seat. That's to grip it when you're riding off-road, so those are grippies. Got one little ding here, and apart from somebody spray bombed the whole thing, but looks like it's got about 5,000 miles on the clock. Like I said, it looks to be fairly complete. I mean, it's got turn signals front and rear, headlight, a key, side cover. This looks to be a factory side cover. Oh, got toolkit. Nothing in the toolkit, so not too bad. Everything seems to work. Throttle moves. Let's check this fuel tank. Whoa, that sucker looks good in there. Let me get this light off so I can show you. You can see it already. Look at that. That is a shiny tank, and it's clean all the way to the bottom. Let's see if I can see it where you can see it. All the way to the bottom. That is nice. Let's see. No, doesn't smell too bad. It's not all varnishing. It's not growing, so that's really good. We're going to pull the spark plug off. It does kick over. We're going to pull the spark plug off, and I want to just look inside the cylinder, and then we'll probably squirt a little bit of stuff in there just to kick it over while it's there, just to get us ready for hopefully riding this sucker. Let's get at it. Okay, let's go ahead and get this spark plug off. Okay, let's get this guy off. So it looks to be a little rich. We'll look into it. But now, let's look inside there. Okay guys, I got a new toy to play with. It's from DXZ Taz on its new Borescope. I'll leave the link in the description below so you can get to it on Amazon. But look at this thing. It comes in this fancy bag and everything right here. The good thing about this one is it turns, so we'll be able to look all the way around inside there. So guys, 100% transparency. This guy was given to me by these guys to put in a video, and I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it to one of you guys. I get asked all the time to review or to collaborate with manufacturers of products, and I've decided that I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to move them on to you guys. So if they give me two, then I'll give one to you guys, I'll keep one. If I get one, then I'll just give it to you guys. So we're going to end up giving this guy away and other things in the future, so stay with us. Okay, let me get this guy out. It is seat belted in. You have the camera, big old long cord, or I don't know what you call it, the camera. This is you can go a long ways. I mean, if you're going up there, you can go all the way in. So this guy mounts on here. Lock and unlock. There you go. Lock it in. Hit the power button. There we go. And like I said, the good thing about this guy is it does that, which is super cool. So let's go. Let me set you guys up so you can see what's on the camera. Okay, here we go in. Oh, looks like we're at the top. Yeah, it looks like we're at the top of the cylinder. Let's see if we can kick this guy over. Let's see if that's better. Yeah. Let's see. Let me kick it a little bit, see which way it goes. That's valve opening. Okay, maybe that is that better? Yeah, that's further down now. Okay, let's get in there. Look, you can still see. This is way clearer. Is that a magnet on there? No. Yeah, look at that. That cylinder looks good. You can still see some cross-hatching in there. Let's get in there and see if we can, there we go. Well, it's nice that you can turn this thing. That is good. That's a clear picture. Back in. Yeah, look, you can still see cross-hatching there. This sucker's good. Let's see. Here. Is that like a little ridge right around there? No, maybe it's just the top. Could have been where it was sitting for years, but the cylinder walls look really good. Looks like you can see a little bit, maybe like a little staining. Let's see if I can get it to stay. Like right in around here. You can see a little staining, but it doesn't, but these look good. Looks way better than most of the things that we try to get running. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah, I like this thing. It's got multiple light settings. Off, on, which is really bright. And then three light settings being off. It's got an SD card slot to where you can save, record straight to here, which is awesome. You can take pictures right in there, which I think is really cool. If you need any of that stuff. That's awesome. Here's the whole thing. One of you guys is going to win this thing. And everybody else, you're just going to have to buy one if you want one. So one of you guys is going to win this thing. And if not, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check it out. If you're in the market for an industrial articulating Borescope, this may be the one for you. And guys, if you want this, all you have to do is one of two things. You either comment, "I want it," in this video down below, or you send me an email to motorcyclerewind@gmail.com and subject line just says, "I want it." And then I'll take all those people and we'll randomly draw and see who gets it. Sounds good? And we'll draw at the end of the month. Okay, I hooked up the charger to the battery, and now let's see what we get. Come on. We don't get anything. Maybe this is why it was parked. Sucker doesn't want to turn. Come on, I turned this thing just a minute ago. Is that working? No, that doesn't feel like it did. Maybe it did. So it feels like it wants to do something. Let me check my, oh, I was grounding out here. Yeah, looks like it's working now. Hey, hey, hey. Let me show you what we got. We got a neutral light. Awesome. So it's working. Let's go ahead and kick it, see if we get any spark. Look, I went ahead and cleaned the spark plug, hit it with the wire brush and sprayed some brake clean in there so it looks a little bit better. So give it the best chance we can. So let's try it out. So keep an eye out right there. And let's see if we can just kick this guy over, see what we get. We getting anything? Yeah, seeing it in there? Yeah, I'm just going to trim this wire back just to give us some more positive connection right here. All these little things make a difference. So shoot that guy across the lawn and let's screw this in. I'll get back to you in just a moment. It feels so much tighter. It feels so much better. It's little things like that that'll help. They compound. It gives us what we need. So let's go ahead and put this guy on, see if we move on to the next thing. We know we have spark. Let's just check to see if we have compression. I think we do, just from kicking it over, but let me put my finger over the hole and then see what happens. Yeah, that's enough compression. That's enough. Now let's go ahead and put, so we have spark and compression. So the only challenge lies right there. Let's go ahead and get this side cover off so we can get to this carburetor. Boy, every time I say carburetor, I want to sing the operator song. Operator, will you help me make this call? You know the one I'm trying to do. Who sings that song? And can you still talk to an operator? You hit 0 on your phone, what happens? When I was a kid, we used to just call and talk to the operator just for fun. Get this guy off of here. Come on, that guy's out. Okay, we got a filter right there. Hit the drain, see if it's draining out some fuel. Let's see what we can do before we do anything over here. Let's just undo this drain. See if we get any juice coming out. Hose is right here. May not be getting anything. Oh no, there's some stuff dripping out. Doesn't smell too good. Maybe we'll run some, see if we can run some more fuel in there. Float may be stuck. Yeah, this guy may be coming off. Let me get this fancy side cover off. Should make my life, what is holding on here? Should make my life a little easier to get to the carburetor and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and get the tank off. And the reason why I'm doing this is, one, to give me a little bit easier access to be able to see what's there. And two, when I drain the carburetor, the fuel in the carburetor smells a whole lot worse than the fuel in the tank. So my needle is probably stuck because it had old stuff in there. So let's see if we can get it off real quick. Okay, got the air cleaner off. Let's squirt some juice in there and see what happens. Okay, that's bound to be enough to start a fire. Whoa! Whoa! Let me move my side covers out of the way so I don't break anything. Mainly on me. And let's kick this sucker. See what happens. See if I got a choke or something. I'm not sure the choke is working. Oh, that didn't work. Hey, I'll take that. Yes. Let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try this again. I should quit while I'm ahead, but you know I can't. We should have just stopped at the first one. Let's pull this carb off. Okay, let's get this guy off here. Okay, let me get the other one. Let me go ahead and get this top off of here. Slide out. Come on. Okay. And then one last nut. Let me go ahead and get this carburetor off. Come on. It's free. What's holding on to it? What's got? Oh, my choke. We got it. Let's check this carb out. I may have just found the problem, why it was not getting any fuel and why this thing may have been parked. Let me know if you can spot it. Doesn't help if you pinch the hose. I bet it's not working. Okay, let's go. This looks like a new aftermarket carb, which that could be part of our problem too. But I think our problem probably lies right there. But I do want to check in this bowl and see what these look like. Jeez and Pete, how tight is this thing on? Jeez and Pete. We may not be checking in that bowl at all. If I strip out these, let's see if this one works. Jeez and Pete. Somebody smoked these. Gosh, how tight did you put these things on? Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Oh, Hercules, 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 Hercules.
I did it. My wife's gonna be so proud. Jeez and Pete, it's just holding the bowl on. Oh, that one's stripping. That sucks. Looks like I'm not the first person to strip it, but let me see. It doesn't matter if I can get the other two, if I can't get number 3. Gosh! Jeez and Pete's. Really? That should not be on that tight. So I don't think I was the first one on this thing. But geez. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can backfill this, because I'm not going to strip those out. It's not my job. I'm going to see if I can back this guy out and run some fluid, some carb cleaner through there. Again, I think our problem is right here, because look, I didn't have any fuel in the bowl, and the petcock works. Plus, it's going to need new ones of those. Yeah, that thing wasn't flowing any, if it was flowing any. Let's see. They're going after the guy who tightened these bowl screws. I think I have some. It's going through. It's making its way through. They are really mad at him for doing it. I don't blame him. I am too. Let me get this guy off. Okay, so me and my shake weight over here. I shot some carb cleaner in here and put some fuel in it. See if I can loosen up the junk in there, and then let's see if we can drain it out. See if we get anything out. Yeah, we're getting juice coming out of there. That's good. That's flowing out. That's the carb clean and the fuel I put from the top side. So let me tighten this guy up. I'm gonna see if I can get more fuel to come in up top. Okay, so I got my carb Jenga here. My fuel tank on top of the chem dip, on top of the stool, my carb on top of this old battery, just so I can do this and not have to hold it as much. And I'm gonna check and see if I can turn this guy, if I'm getting fuel running through it. Feels like there's fuel moving. And so let's see if fuel is coming out. Yeah, there we go. No, we're not anymore. Let me see if I can smack on that. Like my grandmama said, sometimes you gotta wallop it. We're not getting any fuel. That needle is stuck. Let me see if I can blow through this. No, it is stuck like Chuck. That's what we got to get off, but I don't have anything to beat on these. I don't have an impact driver here. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this sucker home and be able to put it in the vise to really see if I can turn these, or even use the Dremel to cut a little slot so that I can turn it into a flathead. But who puts these things on that tight? Come on, that's just bad news. Okay, I just dumped the whole carburetor into this bucket before I left the courthouse. And this is, I'll show you just a second. This is the chem dip. I just dumped it in there so I could have, just to say, hey, let's see if it cleans it up a bit. And there it is. Now we're going to see if we can. Didn't know I was a musician. Let me put a piece of fuel line here. It was clogged up before. Let's see if just soaking it cleared it up. That sounds clear. It's a whole lot better. Let's see if we can get it apart now. Let me hose it. Let me hose it down with some carb clean, some brake clean, and then I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, let's try. Hey, that was the loose one. That worked. Let's see if this one. Let me get the, okay, let's see if I can put enough force. Okay, that one's free. Dang, why is this thing so dang tight? Okay, let's try this last one. This is the one that was a little, that doesn't feel good. Let's get the Dremel and make it a flathead. Okay, let's see if we can. I'll dig around and see if I have another screw. Who screws these things in so tight? That's ridiculous. Okay, let's get this guy off. Dang. Dang. Come on. Who does this? There we go. Finally, just about. Jeez and Pete's. Well, it's super clean in there, except the problem was my float was stuck. Okay, let's pull the pin out. We know that our float needle moves now. Looks like a new carburetor, maybe with old hardware. Yeah, good. That. It should be pretty clean because it was, God, maybe not. This one feels kind of gunky. We'll dump them back in the chem dip. Everything else looks pretty good. We'll dump this thing back in there. Whole carb, now that it's open, we'll dump the body in there and we'll put the jets in there too. Okay, let's get this guy out. Let's hose this off with some brake clean, then put it back together. We have our fuel tank here set up, fuel on. Let's see if we get any. Oh, we do have a leak. I may not have tightened the drain. Let's give that a shot. Yep, we don't have a leak anymore. Let's pull the choke and oh, we are leaking now. Let's shut this off. Well, we weren't getting fuel before, now we're getting too much fuel. Let me see if I... Oh. We'll figure that out. But let's see if it makes any noise. Hey! Love that. Choke off. Will it idle for me? Come on. Let me see if I can turn this guy up. Turn the... Boy, turn this guy up. Oh, that sounds good. Hey, look, headlight works. Let's turn the fuel back on, see if it still leaks. We don't have the filter on. Let's see if it still leaks or if we fixed it by banging on it. Not bad. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Wonder if the turn signals work. Looks like we get signals somewhere, nothing there. Hey, this one's got something here. We may just need some bolts. Yeah, we're not leaking any more fuel. Oh, maybe because we're out of gas. But we'll check. We are running a little two-stroke, so yeah, no, we had gas going. So yeah, it's not leaking anymore. We fixed it. Okay. Let's see if we can do it again. Just a habit of mine is once I get it running, has to be duplicatable, right? Love it. That's the best. That's awesome. Now, this one, I believe that it was probably self-induced because this is a new aftermarket carburetor, and I don't know if I still have maybe it's over here, if I still have the hose. No, it broke off where it was, but this looks like a new filter. Look, these clamps are new. I think that the previous owner, trying to get it going, ran into a fuel issue that they couldn't solve. And it was self-induced, meaning they they put too long of a fuel line, which kind of bent over and crimped itself and they weren't getting any fuel. That was the problem. But this sucker is awesome. Check that, let me put some air in the tires and put the tank back on it. Put a fuel line to it, put the seat on it, and let's see if we can take this sucker for a ride. Guys, I don't know about you, but I love this stuff. I get so excited when something like this, that looks like this, starts for the first time. It's so great when you find the problem, i.e. a crimped fuel line, i.e. stuck float needle. You rectify that, you clean it, you put it back together, and then it does what it should. That's when it's perfect. Come on, that's living right. But sometimes, you take it apart and you don't find a thing. So you just clean it, you put it back together, you take it apart again, you clean it, you put it back together. And then eventually it runs, who knows. But this guy is awesome. We're gonna put that fuel tank on, put that seat on, take it for a ride around the block. Let me put this guy on. The more I look at this bike, and I'll show you in just a moment, the more I love all the homemade things on it. So one of the purpose-built things, this bit for the battery cover goes in here, and I don't know why they added this. I guess to further cover the battery. So that's one thing, and I guess this is to hold it on. See, look, there's a zip tie and a little notch. You gotta love the ingenuity. Gotta get my zip tie on where it goes. Let me get out the knife. Don't be alarmed. I am a trained professional when it comes to this knife. So I know some of you guys are saying, whoa, put that big thing down. Come on, was this just a one-time only thing? Okay, if you're gonna do this, just make it to where you're, there we go. I just want to put it back the way they imagined it. And then this guy here, let me show you my favorite though, is this guy over here. So the side cover, the sprocket cover, looks like it was busted. Maybe Maybe they tried to repair it at some point. The case broke right there, so it wouldn't hold. So they self-tapered, and maybe that guy clamps down under there. Put this spring, but the spring wasn't quite long enough for their original, so they needed a little piece of wire to wrap around the breather where the breather hose connects, and now they won't lose their sprocket cover. I can keep riding. You know, don't let the man keep you down. So, in an interesting turn of events, putting air in the front tire, my little battery operated air compressor ran out of juice on the front tire when the back tire is the most flat. I should have started in the back. So we're not going to be able to ride it today, but we'll ride it the next time. But nonetheless, it does this. Oh, that's something that needs to be fixed. We have to resolve this rattle. Look, it's been rattling right there for so long, it's worn it off. So we'll have to see if we can, because that thing rattling right there will drive me crazy. Runs great. You could use a bath. Oh, this is the other thing I like, the ostrich seat cover, which is amazing. So guys, there you have it. 1980 Honda XL185S is running again. And like I said before, it's nice when we find the faults and they actually are the ones that stopped it from running. So this guy needs, I think it needs, it's enough of it there to where it needs a nice little refresh. You know, clean it up really good, paint the frame, paint the exhaust, find the proper side cover, maybe the proper seat. You know, clean up all of this stuff here. Kind of like what I did on the Yamaha RX-50. Just a nice refresh. There is one little ding right here. Maybe fix the dent. Find the decals, although I think they may be underneath it. So get the decals for this, proper side cover, just like this one with the decals. And I think this could be a nice looking little bike. Could be fun. Let me know. What would you do with it? Or do we just leave it like this and just rock it? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, remember, if you want to win this articulating Borescope, send me an email, motorcyclerewind@gmail.com, and just say, I want it. And then we'll do a random draw from all the people that say they want it, and then you'll get it. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. That's so much better. It's not perfect, but now at least when I touch it, I won't get all dirty. A little elbow grease goes a long way.